Hello friends, today we are going to learn about one more service that comes under anything as a service, that is analytics as a service. How people use this particular service and where it is being used. We are going to discuss it in brief. Analytics as a service in cloud computing services. What analytics as a service is? It provides subscription based data analytics software and procedures through the cloud. Analytics as a service typically offers a fully customizable BI solution with end to end capabilities, organizing, analyzing, and presenting data in a way that lets even non IT professionals gain insight and take action. The ubiquitous rise of big data and the astronomical expenses of parsing these massive data sets is leading the CIOs to opt for analytics as a service, cost effective web product over traditional licensed and on premise solutions. Analytics as a service uses data mining, predictive analytics, and artificial intelligence to effectively reveal trends and insights from existing data sets. In the past, running analytic processes on data warehouses would require a sizable or seizable team of data engineers and data scientists. That means when analytics as a service was not in process or not in use, then running this particular analytic process on those data warehouses where data is being stored, then it will require a sizable team. That means a big or large size of a team of IT professionals, or we could say the data engineers and data scientists, to perform this analytics process. With analytics as a service, big data cleaning, analysis, and actionable insights are a scalable, affordable option for organizations at different stages of growth. That means when you are a startup or you are starting in your initial days, you do not need that large amount of people to manage your particular data or get the insights from data warehouses. You need a small team, you will be paying for that, you will be using that. Then as you grow in your business, you will be using as per the requirement of your organization. Then from entirely web based analytics as a service to hybrid versions that integrate with existing infrastructure, embedded analytics empower companies to make smarter decisions in real time. Analytics as a service refers to the provision of analytics software and operations through web delivered technologies. These types of solutions offer businesses an alternative to developing internal hardware setups just to perform business analytics. To put analytics as a service in context with the services used by the organization or the customer, this type of service is part of much wider range of services with similar names and similar ideas, including software as a service, platform as a service, and infrastructure as a service. What these all have in common is that the service model replaces internal systems with web delivered services. In the example of analytics as a service, a provider might offer access to a remote analytics platform for a monthly fee. This would allow a client to use that particular analytics software for as long as it needed and to stop using it and stop paying for it at a future time. Analytics as a service is becoming a valuable option for businesses because setting up analytics processes can be work intensive process. Businesses that need to do more analytics may need more servers and other kinds of hardware, and they may not need, or they may need more IT, that is information technology staff, to implement and maintain those programs or these programs. If the business can use analytics as a service, instead, it may be able to bypass these new costs and new business process requirements. Along with the appeal of complete outsourcing that analytics as a service provides, there is the option of going with a hybrid system where businesses use what they have on hand for analytics and outsource other components through the web. All this equips the modern business with more choices and more precise solutions for changing business needs in markets that work largely on the availability of big data. Data reliant companies from across industries are increasingly turning to analytics as a service for their analytic needs. Companies with more robust IT departments may look to analytics as a service for more simple descriptive analytics, which their own data scientist can then unpack. On the other hand, companies with less highly developed IT capabilities might use analytics as a service for more complex predictive and prescriptive analytics. One common example of an industry that's embraced analytics as a service is retail. The industry produces petabytes worth of data from thousands of touchpoints, websites, mailing list, in-store purchases, mobile POS, and more, and must constantly parse it and understand it to boost their revenues. That means there are various. When you go into a retail industry, you have several things, like you can order it from website, then you have that mailing list. That means whenever I order anything from any of the e-commerce website or any of the retail fashion store, I get an email registered with them. Then in a store purchases, they also have to say, for example, if I go to a store for west side, then I can order things from the store as well. That is there, various outlets are there, I can order it from there also, I can purchase it from there, as well as online purchases is also possible. Then after purchasing, they have to mail it, and they'll be giving me the invoice and the record of my purchase to the mail via text messages. Then the payment option, if I am paying them with cash, then they have that particular panel, they'll generate the invoice for me from that. Or if I'm paying with the card, then they have that mobile POS data, the transaction is being done. So all these things need to be completely parsed, and then they have to understand it to increase their revenues, how customer works, how they have to deal with it, and how they can increase or generate more revenue out of that. On premise analytics for these companies can be costly, as they would require teams of data scientists. Tools like CRM suites, which simplify the process of onboarding data from multiple streams, can help companies get organized and share their data more effectively. Analytics as a service reduces the cost of analysis and offers quicker comprehension, better insights, and more agile business processes. From combining structured and unstructured data into a single data narrative, to using machine learning and artificial intelligence to extrapolate customer journeys, preferences, and purchasing patterns, analytics as a service is informing future processes and product decisions. Most importantly, it makes analytics accessible to any member of a team without requiring a deep understanding of analytics or even of the technology behind it. Analytics as a service is the combination of analytics software and cloud technology. Instead of hosting any analytics software on premise using your own servers, you use a ready to go solution that is easy to deploy and most of the time has a pay as you go payment system. It is part of a larger as a service solution such as software as a service or platform as a service. Now, thanks for this advancement made well-known hosting providers such as AWS, that is Amazon Web Services, and Microsoft Azure, analytics as a service has really taken off in the past years and is here to stay. That means many of the companies are adapting to the trend. There are a lot of advantages for organizations if they use an analytics as a service solution. Of course, the elimination of a manual IT task will benefit many organizations, removing the need to hire expensive DevOps and engineers. That means development operationals or officials and engineers. But most benefits of organizations are in the central use and access to all internal and external data. This enables business analysts and end users to have easy access to all the data and to explore the data at hand interactively and potentially collaboratively. In order to benefit from an analytics as a service, organizations should make all their internal data available in the cloud. That does not include legacy data, which quite often is very important for organizations, but is also hidden away in outdated data warehouses, file and image repositories that are difficult to access. Many organizations do not use this legacy data because, due to those outdated systems and its complexity, it is difficult to process. While at the same time, it costs organizations tons of money to maintain the old systems. Getting rid of the legacy system and importing the legacy data into the analytics as a service solution is the first step in truly benefiting from the data. In the next step would be to incorporate the company's other internal data sets such as the company's CRM data, the financial data and the sales data. And most importantly, here the companies can incorporate new unstructured data like sensor, video and text. Importing multiple data sources in different formats into, for example, the Hadoop cluster or data lake in the cloud will offer the company a complete picture of what is going on and will enable to make right decisions while using analytics as a service, because it will give you a complete analysis of the things which you have or which you have been practicing before, making your data searchable. See, since it has provided a complete analysis for the data, so it makes the data searchable and easy to combine with each other, will offer you significant cost saving and improve your decision making. What are the applications of analytics as a service? First thing, cost savings and improved decision making are not the only benefits of analytics as a service. Using analytics as a service within the business can drive multiple applications on a business level. First, small businesses benefiting from big data. Many small business owners believe that big data is not something they can use because of the required big investments and because the need for a lot of data. While both might be true for large multinationals, but it is not the case for small companies. Using an analytics as a service solution, small business owners can easily deploy a Hadoop cluster in the cloud, integrate their customer data, combine it with external social data, and gain valuable insights. Now, what are the insights? Insights such as customer purchase behavior, customer sentiments, and effectiveness of marketing campaigns. These insights can then be used to change marketing activities and increase revenue. Second benefit or application of analytics as a server is a single view of the healthcare organization. Healthcare organizations tend to have a vast array of information stored in all kinds of siloed, that means the stand alone data centers, databases across the organizations, ranging from patient data, clinical data, supplier data, financial data, staff data, and many more. Due to its nature, healthcare organizations have to be very careful with their data, and that is why analytics as a service can become useful. Data stored in the cloud using a well known public cloud vendor like Microsoft tends to be more secure than on premise solutions with the appropriate security and compliance set. See, if I am having the data in my own data center, then I may not be able to. I will try my level best to secure my data, but I will not be able to secure my data to the extent the Microsoft might provide security to the data which is with them. So, this is using that particular technology provides more security to the information. Then the added benefit is that bringing all data into the cloud offers healthcare organizations like possibility to mix and match their data for additional insights. This would enable the healthcare organization to better determine risk, financial risks, clinical risk, or operational risk, predict operational performances, and take action accordingly, and create a single view of the healthcare organizations at any given moment in the time. Then, another application of analytics as a service is predictive maintenance for the transportation industry. Transport organizations deal with a large fleet of vehicles that need to be on the road as much as possible. A truck that is not driving costs money, and if that happens too often, it could seriously harm the business. Therefore, transportation companies are turning to predictive maintenance to monitor their fleet and to ensure that they do not break down. As it happens, analytics as a service and predictive maintenance go hand in hand because of the large variety of data sources that need to be incorporated and the real time insights that need to be provided. Fleets deal with large amounts of trip data from multiple trucking management and maintenance systems, as well as data from onboard sensors such as GPS or engine sensors. Add to that data on how the driver drives, where the truck needs to go to, and the price of fuel at different location, and you have a lot of data that needs to be combined. Analytics as a service solution can help transportation companies to synchronize their data from a wide range of sources and bring all that data together in the cloud and making it available in real time to different users. All that without the need for large IT departments and high upfront investments. Analytics as a service solutions such as CloudMoyo offer significant benefits to the organization. It is one of the example of analytics as a service, the company which provides, and then enabling organizations to integrate multiple data sources and create real-time insights that improve decision making without the need for large IT departments, and upfront IT investments are especially useful for organizations where IT is not the core business. For these organizations, analytics as a service will become the way to go, and it is very likely that in 5 to 10 years from now, these organizations will no longer use on premise solutions, thereby creating a more agile and flexible organization. Thank you.